That's absolutely impossible.
It's awful. I'm a terrible person for
I
asking.
have like a curse of like when someone asks me, I forget everything. When you hit record, I can't talk. Like literally.
You're not the only one. Same. All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeart Radio Countdown. EJ. Oh my God, so good to see. How are you, EJ?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. She walked in with these are not normal nails you have. Describe what you got, the Wolverine kind of thing going here.
Yeah, these are nails that make me feel strong, like a superhero that popped out of K-pop demon hunters. So, yeah, these are great. These are chrome, silver ones.
I've been doing the black nails, but I may have to do some chrome.
Ooh,
like you.
I really think you should. These are really cool. It makes me feel fabulous.
I'm sure when you signed on to do, K-pop Demon Hunters, in the very beginning you were just a writer, and we'll get to all these in a minute here. But at a certain point, you had high hopes for it. You thought it was going to be cool. Otherwise, you wouldn't have done it. But when did you realize, like the first moment that it hit you, like, dude, this is going to be bigger than big, like genre changing kind of big?
Well, the thing is, I don't think anyone really expected to this level at all. But I did always feel like from the very beginning, when I got on the project 5 years ago, that the storyline was incredible. Again, first film based in Korea, like animated film based in Korea. I think the moment when I was like, oh, this has potential was at the premiere.
No kidding.
I finished, we're done. And I remember me and my fiance was just like, this is really good. Like, wow.
Maybe we got him here.
I sound pretty good.
And then the music, just to compare notes, when I first saw it, I'm sitting there. I do a pop show, Kiss FM in Los Angeles. I do an iHeart Countdown, which we're on now. Then I do a K-pop show, which is all about K-pop. So I'm kind of in that space a lot. But I'm watching K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix. Me and my wife and daughter, and I thought, well, this is pretty cool. And the music, I'm like, man, this is really good. But it didn't hit me until roughly 24 hours later, and I can't get the music out of my head.
Nice.
And I'm looking on all my feeds, Instagram and whatever, and it's everywhere. And it hit me at that point, like I said, roughly 24 hours or so later. Like, dude, what just happened?
That's amazing. I love to hear that.
I mean, and that's all. I mean, well, not all. I mean, a lot of people involved, but that's a lot. It's a lot of you on that,
It's a lot of. Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, the whole experience. Like, I thought it was stuck in my head because we wrote the songs, with. No, but I think for something that's special was Golden for sure. When the melody came, I knew that the melody was special when I couldn't get the melody off my head when I first recorded it in. I was like, oh, this is pretty catchy. Yeah. So this is crazy. All that's happening.
Is an album in the works? Is an EP in the works? Are you focusing on like single after single? Like what is next, musically speaking?
I wonder too.
Who knows?
I'm really figuring it out as I go. I'm still learning. I'm honestly learning a lot about myself. Like, I didn't know.
In what way?
I did not know I'd be able to perform on Jimmy Fallon. Like, that was insane. So I honestly surprised myself a lot. So I don't know. I'm discovering myself. So for now, I don't know about album, but definitely writing songs also and releasing songs with me singing in it. So writing a lot. And yeah. You
said about the Fallon thing, like a year prior to Fallon, you probably, that was never even on your radar, right?
No, SNL, Fallon, absolutely not.
The heck?
It's crazy.
Wow, your life is just, safe to say this year, 2025, has been pretty insane.
It is crazy.
You wrote so many songs, EJ. We'll get into the other K-pop Demon Hunter tracks, among other songs later on. But let's start with Golden. Yeah. Give me the dentist story.
Yes. I mean, we Maggie and Chris let us have the scene, to write about. But yeah, I received that track on my way to the dentist. We have a deadline, so I had to listen to it in the taxi. And yeah, I think what happened was the track was just so good. Like, you hear it in the intro, that da-da-da-da-da-da. It was just it feels really good. So immediately, this rarely happens, but I, was inspired with the melody. It came out super fast. I think that's when I was like, okay, something good is coming out. I recorded it immediately on my phone, and I've showed it online multiple times.
I've seen it,
yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, the whole melody, the hook melody, the first one was the ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that one. And the na 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 that came out right after that.
Wow,
it's crazy. Like, that sometimes happens, but yeah, it was special.
Let me just run through a few more tracks you wrote from K-pop Demon Hunters. You wrote obviously Golden, How It's Done, Your Idol. I didn't realize you wrote Your Idol, What It Sounds Like, and the Hunter's Mantra.
Yes,
there was a point, several weeks, months, where you could argue half of the top 10 in the Billboard Hot 100 and streaming numbers and whatever chart you want to look kind of all K-pop Demon Hunters, all you. What did that feel like to look at charts and data and realize how, massive this thing has become had become?
I think that's when I realized, wow, this is really big. That was incredibly surreal. I always dreamed of being in the Hot 100, and that was always my goal. And so when that happened, I just cried so much. Not just to have one song, but to have multiple songs in the top 100. Wow, it felt like I was in a simulation. It didn't feel real.
And the staying power, like some songs hit and kind of, run their course. Man, the Demon Hunter tracks, Golden and, Your Idol, Soda Pop, a handful of them, they just stayed in that top 10, top 15, top 5 range for a while.
It is crazy because, when it first got in, we were predicting that it was going to get into the Hot 100. I was like, really? I was like, okay, maybe 50, 60. No, it just kept going and going. And I'm like, I thought the peak would be at maybe 30. But that was crazy.
Dude, the peak was number 1 and stayed there.
It's insane.
Your voice was initially, to my understanding, the demo voice for a lot of the tracks on K-pop Demon Hunters. And I guess people were thinking, maybe you the same thing, they'll send this audio with your voice on it to these artists. They'll choose it and take you off of it. Turns out you got the call like, hey, we've heard these tracks. You're perfect for this. You're the voice of Rumi, the singing voice. Give me that moment.
Well, oftentimes songwriters sing their demos. So since I was, co-wrote the songs, I guess when you know the melody so well and the lyrics so well, I have my certain way of emoting them. But I was not expecting to be actually singing for Rumi, but I did sing also the demos that I didn't write or wasn't part of, but including Your Idol, which was the boys song, but I'd sing it with my voice tuned down.
So there's a demo running around here somewhere with you singing Your Idol.
Literally, all of it, harmonies. All
I would love to hear that.
Oh, I would show you. I'll show you next time. Yeah, but it's really fun. It doesn't sound like me, but it was a lot of, I would do the lead vocals and all the harmonies, but again, it was for a different artist. But when they asked me, I just kind of was hesitant at first.
Really?
Yeah, because I love being behind the scenes. I didn't know what that meant, but at the same time, I love the team, and it's obviously an honor. But also, I did think of efficiency's sake, 2 birds with 1 stone. It's an honor, but also it's efficient, and you skip a step. You know what I mean? Because you don't really have to vocal direct. I could just, because we wrote the songs, I co-wrote the songs, so it was just easier for me since I know how to sell the song.
Can you imagine if you just said no?
I could imagine because I really could have said it.
Oh my God!
But I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? Because I don't know. Are you familiar with the movie? Famous movie Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
Love. I'm so upset. I got
one of my favorite
tattoo. Yeah, it's great. Literally. I talked to Danny Elfman last year.
Wow.
And he is the singing voice of Jack Skellington. And he initially did the same thing as you, demoed it, and he was thinking probably assumed somebody else was going to sing it. And after a certain point, he told the whole crew, I'm singing this. It's just so kind of like a similar story.
Sort of, but I didn't say I was going to see it. I was like, no, I don't know. It was funny because I heard from Maggie that apparently someone told me that Maggie said, no one else can sing that high. I was like, really? It was really funny.
She ain't lying. So this is an impossible question for you.
Yes.
What is your favorite lyric you have ever written? Whether it be for K-pop Demon Hunters, for your solo work, maybe for another artist. Everything's on the table here. Favorite lyric you've ever written? EJ, this is an impossible question.
That's absolutely impossible.
It's awful. I'm a terrible person for
asking. I have a curse of when someone asks me, I forget everything. When you hit record,
Same.
I can't talk. Literally.
You're not the only one. Same.
Oh gosh. You know what? I need to think about that. So for now, I would say In Another World, I love the line, that I co-wrote was, I was thinking about space and not the one between us. That's a nice line.
In Another World. Give me this song. Give me the backstory. This is, your first solo track for a lot of people to hear, What do we need to know?
It was a song I wrote 2-3 years ago. Actually, same thing, intentionally was for another artist, it was to pitch. But it was a personal one because I was going through an intentional healthy break with my fiance. And it was kind of my way of coping with the idea of if things didn't happen as what I expected. So like if we were to part ways, how do I cope with that idea? And for me, it was like thinking that like that there are many different lifetimes, and maybe in this lifetime it wasn't meant to be. It's not that you're the issue or I'm the issue. It's just this lifetime we had certain traumas that made us not sync. And that's kind of, and maybe like in another world, in another lifetime, we would have been perfect, you know? So it was just, that kind of was healing for me. And it also healed kind of the idea of not just with my fiance, but like my relationship with my past and her dreams, which was to become a singer. And I chose not to go that route, which is ironic right now. But at that time, I wasn't. So
You're not doing very good at not choosing that route.
But like for that one,
Right.
I was like, you know, if I were to, in this lifetime, it's not meant to be, but it's okay. You know, maybe in another life, it would have been great and I would be killing it. But you know what, multi-universes, that kind of helped heal and help me cope with things. Yeah.
Grammy noms. I mean, that's a moment for any artist. And I know you got Song of the Year nom, Pop Duo, Best Song for Visual Media, Compilation Soundtrack. So I'm probably saying all those wrong. What's it like getting the news that you're involved in a bunch of Grammy noms?
You know, a lot of people have asked me that question. I have no idea what it's like. Like I haven't digested the situation right now. Oh my God. Like it's hitting me again right now.
Like a dream, right?
Oh my God, I am nominated. Sorry, it's just like doesn't make any sense. Like it does. We work super hard, but it just feels so surreal. That's like what every songwriter and artist kind of dream for, you know?
Right.
So I feel incredibly honored, and I also feel very proud of little me and myself because I worked really, really hard. We all did, you know.
Did I hear some story like you said when you were 11 or all this? No, I think you phrased it like everything happening right now is 11-year-old EJ's dream.
Yeah, that didn't stop. It just kept going. You know, I think I always talk about my version, my little 11-year-old me, because for a very good reason. Like she was really, really hardworking. Honestly, more hardworking than I am now. Like,
wow.
I got burnt out real fast, like at 13, but like she works super, super hard. It's just, I admire her energy at that time. So I feel like it's for her.
This is a story that you're clearly all your fans know. You trained as an idol for quite a while. You didn't debut. I'm sure at that moment that had to have just hurt, you know? But was it, looking back now, kind of a blessing in disguise?
Absolutely. I think because of this whole journey, I think the story that I have right now, it really just goes to show how everything happens for a reason. Back then, yes, I was heartbroken. Like I said, I worked my off a lot. Like I worked super hard.
Because you started training at 11, right?
11, 12, around that time. Yeah, so it was heartbreaking for her because, you know, I trained for a super long time. So when I got back from college, like I was too old. Like 22 is considered very old in the idol world. And so like, yeah, it felt like all my hard work went in for nothing. But right now, I guess it just shows like there's a timing for everyone. And because of that experience, I'm able to do Jimmy Fallon. Like it was like in my muscles, I felt it, which is crazy. And like, yeah, it like helps me in my writing. So like, yeah, I think everything truly does happen for a reason.
I guess for fans and people that look up to you, which there are a lot.
Yeah.
I guess the moral to your journey is don't give up, right?
Don't give up. Like, I think whatever time that you think is going to happen sometimes doesn't, and don't be like mad about that. Like I think it's a synergy between your hard work and essentially the universe. Like there's always the right timing for you. So I think that's what's important to know, and that also puts a lot of pressure off your shoulders. If
Fair
something
point.
doesn't work out, it just wasn't meant to be, and that really helps. And also you learn from that, right? Like,
amen.
I think you learn the most during your failures.
That's what I've heard too. Like
Yes.
when you have a big win and they feel great, it's, you know, you don't really, there's no lessons really learned, but when you go through some hell, that's when you know who you are, what you grow, I guess, you know.
Yeah, I mean, same with
no
like,
pain, no gain.
Oh no, truly, like even like literally like working out, like, when your muscles are like, oh, I'm so sore, that's when you know like it's working, and then you get bigger, and you know, like you get your gains, like truly.
This is our second time meeting. You don't know this about me, but I am obsessed with the paranormal. Ghost, haunted houses, all that
Really?
stuff. I've been like this since I was a kid. I have a podcast called Paranormalish. I talk to people who've had real paranormal encounters. I do it year round. I know I'm off the deep end. But honest question, have you, and it's okay if you haven't,
Wow.
but have you ever had anything you would consider a real paranormal encounter?
Do I have stories for you if you like that?
Let's go.
I have
Give me
so
one.
many.
Really?
Yes. Okay, well, first one is, I don't know if you heard the golden one, the golden paranormal story.
I don't know.
I saw a ghost while recording
Oh,
golden.
I did. Tell me about this.
So we recorded at Power Station, and it was just one of those, sessions. And, there's usually like a knob that like you control the volume for. And
For your headphones and whatnot?
Exactly. So that wasn't working. And then if it doesn't work, Sully, our engineer, would come in and just fix it. So I was like, hey, this isn't working. And so I heard him open the door, walk. I heard footsteps. Again, it's a recording booth. It's quiet. So I heard everything, and I look up. I was like, oh, actually, it's working. And I look up, and no one's there. I heard, like I said, I heard the door open. It was like a squeaky old door, and like I heard that. And I looked up, and then Ian, my music director, was like, okay, guys, let's get it started. Like, I had no time to digest the situation. And then I was like, okay, but what's crazy is during that time, for a split second, I saw a tall dude with jeans and a red flannel, walking towards me. And it was like 0.3 milliseconds. I don't know.
What the heck?
And then what's crazy is the next day I talked to the studio after I digested the situation. And I was like, hey guys, so like, how old is this building? And he was like, why, did you see a ghost? I was like, yeah. And he was like, was it a girl or a guy? And I was like, a guy. He's like, oh, he's from the 3rd floor. Usually the 4th floor is a woman.
Shut the
And
hell
I'm like,
up.
what? Okay, thank you for telling me this now.
Oh my God.
But what's crazy is the day we recorded and I saw the ghost, I sang so well. Like, so well. To the point where my music director was like, Ian Eisendrath was like, EJ, like, did you eat something today? Why are you so good today? Like,
Wow.
that's how crazy it was.
They say if you catch, because I've talked about this stuff a lot, and they say if you catch a spirit on on one of the tracks, maybe that happened, maybe that didn't. I don't know. Doesn't matter at this point. But they say if that happens, the track is going to be huge.
No, oh really?
Yeah.
You know about that? Because that's a thing in Korea too.
Yeah,
that happens if you get a ghost on your recording day or something. It's a smash. That's what they say.
That's what I've heard. And I've heard. I don't know if this is just a Korean thing, because once again I talked to a lot of artists from Korea, and but this seems like it'd be like anywhere type thing. Although I don't know. Spirits are apparently attracted to music and mirrors.
Yes.
So rehearsal spaces are big.
Yes. Ooh. So when I was a trainee, so many paranormal stories.
Oh my God. You have to come in and do a full episode of this podcast.
Oh, that place is haunted. Let me just tell you.
Really?
Absolutely.
All right. To be continued.
Yeah.
God, I love this stuff. I don't really know what this means. Well, I know what it means, but not the specifics. You have a vocal range from D3 to D6. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently you hit a high 5 in Golden, which if that's true, then you can even go higher than that. I mean, everybody knows the note I'm talking about. I mean, how?
It's a great question. I don't know.
How do you do this?
Just keep going. I think, honestly, the person who would know the answer to my range is Ian Eisendrath, who's our music executive producer. Like, he was there with the studio with me, and he was like playing the piano while I'm singing. And he's the one who's like, EJ, you're belting an A5. And I don't know theory. Exactly. I do not know theory. I failed theory class twice. But he would say that, and I'm like, oh, cool. And I thought he was just like, just trying to make me feel good, But and then when the movie came out and people were talking about it, I was like, oh, wow, I guess it's a thing. And I don't know. The apple juice, like
when fans see you in public, not at a meet and greet, that's kind of obvious. They expect you there, but just walking around, a store, a mall, or whatever. How do they typically react? What do they usually do?
I don't really go out of the hotel or my house, so I don't see it too much. And in New York, no one cares, so it's really fun. But I have seen in LA, and it's usually just they're very nice. They're just like, "Hi, are you EJ from K-pop Demon Hunters?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and it's just they're very, very nice. And a lot of times they know my story, and they're saying that they're proud of me. I love them. That makes me cry. I'm just like, what? And so I feel just honored and just grateful.
Did you see, I'm sure you saw this, Halloween, all the costumes, the Rumi costumes, among other, K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to all that? Because they were everywhere.
So friggin' cute. I love the color lavender, so seeing all these lavender purple hair everywhere was just the dream.
Hey, goals for 2026?
Release my own songs as well, write with people I look up to, like write with like writers who I've always, dreamed of writing with, and just keep writing great songs. I think that's the biggest thing.
What else do people need to know about EJ? And what are your holiday plans? Anything cool?
Yes. EJAE has stage fright. That's one.
Oh no. We'll take good care of you at Jingle Ball.
Thank you very much. EJ loves dogs. What else is there? But yes, EJ is overwhelmed and thankful. But holiday plans, family, hang out with my friends in Virginia, and like my fiance's family they're in Virginia, and also my dad's side family. So I'm very looking forward to that and eating yummy food, yummy Korean food.
Good for you. God, thank you for hanging out.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. At the end of every interview, fist bump to make it official. Give me a love.
Love it.